Sunday. It's the Savedish thing. And you are locked in to the Savedish Sunday podcast. Where faith meets real talk. With comedians Bill the Billionaire, Monique Latise, and Pastor John Page. Just that come as you are, church. I hope you're ready. It's the Savedish Sunday podcast. People, we are back for episode 2 of the Savedish Sunday podcast. Yes, we ain't get kicked off, we back. But listen, I'm your host, comedian Bill the Billionaire, but I don't do this alone. I got the team with me. I got my sister, comedian Monique Latise in the building. Y'all already know. And then we got the one and only Pastor John Page is in the building. You already know we can't do it without Pastor. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
What up?
How y'all doing? We are back, y'all. We back.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Who you got?
Listen, Super Bowl Sunday is here, and I'm telling you right now, as a Giant fan, there's no way I'm going for the Chiefs. I mean for the Eagles. There's no way. So as a Giant fan, there's no way I'm going for the Eagles. It won't happen. So, I mean, Saquon, I'm happy for you somewhat because it ain't all your fault. But now I got to say go Chiefs, man. Go Chiefs. That's where I'm at.
Go Eagles! Go Eagles!
We can end this show now. Like that. Look, I'm even mad that I'm drinking out of a green cup right now. I'm mad about that.
Goodness.
But we won't even talk about that.
Are you a huge football fan, Mo?
My uncle played professional ball when I was 8. He played for the Falcons.
Oh, wow.
So
did he play or he was on the team?
He played.
Hey, he was getting a check, man. Even if
you're right.
Number 70, Dave Scott, Atlanta Falcons from Patterson, New Jersey, by way of Kansas University.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, nice.
That's what's up. Now let me ask you a question. Did you watch any games when you were 8? Did you see games? Did you watch?
So yes, I remember going to the they made it to the Orange Bowl or something in Detroit.
What college? That was college.
No.
Not professional.
What? No, but they don't have no. There's no Orange Bowl. No, that's like for college. See, look. Look. It's okay, Mo. It's okay. Yeah. He was in the league.
They didn't make it to the Super Bowl. It was something. I don't know if it's
the division. Maybe the division finals. I mean, the conference finals. Something.
I was there. My uncle was playing, and I saw him running on the field. That's all I could tell you.
That's all that matters. Yo, what kind of food do y'all get together? Like, do you like tailgate or do you like getting prep work food for?
I was gonna say this. When it comes to tailgate parties and stuff like that, people, this is a public service announcement. Okay, don't be trying to throw a Super Bowl party if you ain't got the TV size for the Super Bowl party. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm gonna be honest. Somebody called me one year to a Super Bowl party, and I went over to no lie. She had like a 35-inch. Had a 35-inch and had the nerve to have 15 to 20 people in there.
How are y'all watching?
I said, nah, man, nah, we can't. So that's one of the my pet peeves. If your TV game ain't right, don't have no party. Yeah, Mo, what you got?
So my pet peeve is we have to elevate our wing game. Okay, Don't just have no regular hot wings. I need lemon pepper, garlic, Parmesan wings. I need some honey and hot wings. Mix it up. Don't just have regular hot wings.
I'm with you. I agree. I agree on that. That's real.
And can we add meatballs to that too? Because I'm like tired of the same old flavor profile of meatballs.
So hold on. What you want? You want meatballs on the menu? Like what you?
No. A different type of meatball. I'm tired of the same. Maybe it's because at almost every church function they always have meatballs, and so maybe I just need a different type of variety.
But how can you switch up meatballs? Like what, lemon pepper meatballs? Like
no. You got the teriyaki.
I'm gonna have to Google it. Teriyaki
meatballs is probably good.
Cajun joints, maybe.
You might be able to flip it up.
Okay.
But now, and then another thing is, I really don't like certain people. Like, I don't want them cooking. Everybody shouldn't be cooking. You know what I mean? Certain people shouldn't be cooking. And I'm cool with, hey,
who qualifies for the people who should not be cooking?
Yeah, if they ain't got the jiggle on their arms, don't make the macaroni and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Don't make the potato salad. You got to ask questions.
But do they have mac and cheese at the Super Bowl?
Oh, what? You can have a spread. You can have not there, but when we at my house, we're gonna have a spread. There's gonna be a variety of things that we can get to go.
Eggs. That's what I want.
Oh, deviled eggs, yeah, definitely. Deviled eggs,
yeah.
I'm with that.
Man, I haven't had those in a while.
Some Jello shots.
Oh yeah, you get the Jello. See, now we getting real. Now we getting real. You know what I'm saying? So now, are y'all ones that like to host Super Bowl parties or anything like that? Or y'all like, I'd rather go to the party?
I used to back in the day. I don't like. I'm fickle about. Ever since COVID, I'm just fickle about entertaining in general. So
got you. Yeah, see, I'm still an entertainer. I've always been like an entertainer people. This year, I'm like, nah, I'm chilling. I'm gonna let somebody else take that because I hate the cleanup process.
That's my whole thing.
You know, the cleanup is where I'm like, all right, everybody leaving, had a good time. I'm like this, all right.
But you don't clean up the same day. You wait till
yeah. I mean,
okay.
but I can't say like a lot of people that they'll come and then they'll start cleaning things up, and I'll be like, okay, just let them do what they do. Whatever I'm left with, that's what I'm left with. You know, so that's how. How about you, Mo?
I like to be a guest, and I like to go on a date. I like when I just because I normally meet a guy every January. I'm meeting somebody every January, and you know I like that. I'm just meeting him. We going to watch the Super Bowl somewhere.
Okay. Like you want to go? Do you want to go to like one of his friends' houses, or you want to go out somewhere? So you cool with being the new one in the room?
You don't feel that kind of pressure, that kind of like, you know, the questioning and the how did y'all meet? And
I am a professional interviewer. You can ask me anything. I'm never any pressure.
Yeah, because see, like for me, I mean, I wouldn't have just been a minute. So it's like me going out. I don't mind being in those atmospheres when you're like the new person. But then, like you said, you got those people that are sitting there like, oh, so where you from? Now they're giving you the interrogation. You know, that's my brother. You better take care of my brother. You know what I mean? You're getting all that. But like you said, I'm going to be me no matter what. So y'all going to get this. Y'all like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. You know what I mean? But that's real.
They say
Is there any etiquette to, you know, in terms of like food, and should you throw away the paper plate or should you use the same paper plate to go? What's the etiquette?
Throw it away.
Throw it away? No, listen. I mean, I don't really. I'm not picky like that. It depends. Now, sometimes you got to throw that plate away because something wasn't good. You was like, you know, put that little paper towel over, put it in the new plate. Because I've done it. I've done it. Be like this. Don't eat. You know, put that up in the napkin. Go get me a new plate. But
Super Bowl food is normally really, really good. Super Bowl food is.
Oh yeah, because I don't think it's hard because it's not crazy.
Yeah, prayerfully, because everybody tries to bring their best out. You know, you know, you're gonna have people. You're gonna try to put your best foot forward. That's not the time to be experimenting and trying out different recipes that you heard from somebody.
I was trying this.
Yeah, that's not the time. You gotta come with something tried and true to the Super Bowl. If you go to, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like
Desserts?
Yeah.
I mean, the way my diabeticals is set up, I try to stay away from desserts. But that carrot cake from Lloyd's out in the city in the Bronx is one of the best carrot cakes ever.
Oh wow!
And if you bring that in, I'm telling you right now, you have to order in advance to get these carrot cakes.
What's the name of it?
Lloyd's.
What is it?
Lloyd's carrot cake.
Shout out to Lloyd's.
Amazing. I'm gonna bring some for y'all because y'all gonna need this carrot cake. Like there's certain things with that and red velvet, I got a weakness. I'm not gonna lie, I got a weakness.
Carrot cake, I got a carrot cake. Mine, carrot cake and peach cobbler. Those are mine.
What about you, Mo?
What about you, Mo?
Red velvet and banana pudding.
Are you a baker?
That banana
pudding be hidden.
That banana pudding out there, it got to be done right.
It got to be done right.
I need a lot of wafers.
I want the original vanilla wafers. Don't be scared to experiment. Like stop playing, people. Keep it with the vanilla wafers.
And don't use the instant banana pudding.
Yeah, no,
we can taste that. We can taste it.
That's a fact.
You said that's the only way.
You only do the instant?
That's it.
No, you.
Listen, I'm not a baker. I cooked for my children when they were young. I was married. I cooked for my husband a little bit because he was a cooker. When I was married, now I go the easy route. I put everything in the air fryer. If it don't go in the air fryer, I'm not making it.
I love it.
The air fryer is one of
the best inventions ever. So
yeah, the air fryer. Shout out to the air fryer. Cause now I got the oven. That's a whole. So I got more room in there. I got a whole bunch of recipes because I'll be chefing it up.
But you don't use the air fryer?
Yeah, I use, but I have the oven that's an air fryer because it bakes and it air fries. So
really,
I have all the room in it. Yeah. So and I knocked that out real quick with the air fryer on it, and then you got something around. So I'll be doing big things like this. I do like a salmon joint. We out here getting hungry. See this? Look, I'm out here about to get the munchies.
Yo, so what would your typical what would your typical Super Bowl Sunday menu look like to both of you guys?
Okay, so for me, I know like the grill, so I'll go ahead and grill some my own chicken legs. I do the regular ribs, might go ahead and smoke some ribs. And then the sides, I leave that to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? They bring little sides. There's gotta be some type of dip. My cousin used to make the seafood dip that was in this. So you gotta be dipping, and
right.
I'm one of those hors d'oeuvre, the hors d'oeuvre hot dogs, little tiny joints.
Yes.
When you put those out, you in trouble. You in trouble.
Yes.
But the
Wait,
devil
the ones with the little bread around it, or just the regular sausage
the little wrap one. You gotta have that.
Yeah, with a little mustard. I got you.
Yeah, a little dipping sauce. But Mo, what about you?
We gotta have some deviled eggs.
Yes.
Have to have some macaroni salad.
Mm-hmm.
Have some we call it pig in the blanket.
Pig in the blanket.
Yeah, pig in the blankets.
Gotta have a salad, but see, I like the salad with everything in it: raisins, cranberry, cucumber, carrots. I love a good salad. Billy, you 100% correct. Gotta have that dip. But I believe in upgrading the menu. I like salmon bites.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you get the little on the little Hawaiian bread. Oh man.
Oh, yeah. We fasting, boy.
Anything on Hawaiian bread is a winner.
Facts, right.
Anything. So, and
what about you, Mo?
Have the red cups. Gotta have the big red cups.
Gotta have the big red cups.
Yep.
Typically, if I was hosting, I'll probably do something. You can tell I don't host Super Bowl parties a lot, but definitely would have some wings there.
We definitely gonna have meatballs.
The meatballs. Every Super Bowl party I've ever gone to, maybe because I was in New England and for whatever reason, New England fans like meatballs. I don't know why. But we would do the meatballs, chicken, definitely, some kind of salad, deviled eggs, definitely. Chips. You can't forget the precursors. You gotta have the chips and dip. The buffalo chicken dip. Yeah.
Buffalo chicken dip. Yeah, that right there. That right there.
Woo! Ass joint.
Yeah.
Gotta have some of that. And of course, you gotta have your paper plates and
you gotta have and then you gotta theme it out. Like I know, like
you gotta theme it out.
My wife was putting everything. She got the football, things, plates and tablecloths and different things like that. So
now, how about some people be the hostess with the mostest, and they'll have like commercial games and or little things where you're betting on that. That's you. Are you the hostess with the mostest?
Yes, I like games. I want everybody to stand up and introduce themselves. Look, I got helmet.
I want everybody introducing themselves. Listen, don't give Mo a stage, okay? Don't give Mo a stage, especially at a party. She in a good time, and we can just flow. Like, and that's when people look to us. But I ain't confront. We love that joke. We're like right there. We got the energy for it and everything. But people, listen. Today I am dropping. Every year I do my annual on the couch video. So please check it out. Today it's gonna be up. Y'all can get and check that out. Enjoy it. It's funny. We have a good time with it. I did the Kendrick Lamar. They Not Like Us, but it's called Back on the Couch. So y'all gonna be checking that out today. It'll be out today. But people, we got to get ahead and get into the get in, okay? And we thank y'all. We got some emails from y'all, and I appreciate that. But we about to get ahead and get into our Ask Monique portion of the show. So Mo, take it away. Let's see what you got this week.
Okay, so Ask Monique. This is a good one too. Should I convert to love? Dear Monique, I've been talking to this amazing guy for a year now. I've truly fallen in love with him. He's kind, respectful, everything I want in a partner. We've talked about our future together. He seems serious about building a life with me. The only issue is our religion differences. He's Muslim, I'm Baptist. Recently, he told me that for us to have a future together, I will need to convert to Islam. While I respect his faith, my beliefs are important too, and I don't want to make a decision that doesn't feel right to who I am, that doesn't feel true to who I am. I'm torn because I love him, but don't want to compromise my relationship with God for a man. What should I do? Sincerely, Conflicted in Love. This is a good one. Woo!
I've heard about I've heard about these.
She should cook some bacon and see what his reaction is going to be.
That'll get him out of there.
yo.
You sure if you can't be with me while I'm cooking bacon.
Yo, that's real. But Mo, how would you handle that situation though?
So there's two parts to it, because of course when you're in the word and you're trying to follow Christ, the Bible talks about being equally yoked. And that's in spirit and mind, body. You want someone that matches what you're doing in life and the path that you're on, and you both are serving the same God. I've seen relationships work where it's two different gods that they're serving. I've seen Muslim and Christians they work out. So I would say, girl, how fine is he? This is what I want to know. How tall
Yeah, some people out here that make you lose your whole religion.
Is
he one of the ones with the red beard? Do he wear sandals with socks? Like what? Like how he looking?
He said with the red beard.
You know what I mean? Does he smell like oil? Does he make bean pies? I need to know.
Oh my gosh.
But that's hilarious.
I love me a bean pie. Now, if he make bean pies, I might have to be like, Lord, let me just see how this gonna work out.
Yo, but I think it can definitely work. But if it's a problem, if y'all some, like you said, some people it works for. But then if you know that it's a problem now, I think you got to get ahead and walk back out of that situation now, because you're going to get so into it and want to get ahead and do this, and then at the end of the day being hurt later on because of the fact of y'all aren't on the same, let's just say, on us in agreement on the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe I've received a word from, let's say, from the Quran, or when from a Muslim type of situation, and I'm like, okay, I can receive it from there. As long as you know there's a God, and hey, that's just your walk. You know what I mean? Right. And as long as you respect what I do and I respect what you do, I think it can work. But then are Muslims allowed to get and marry outside? I don't know how that goes. I'm not too sure.
From my understanding, I don't think they're allowed to really date. So my question would be, how y'all get this far? Where y'all falling in love? Like, I feel like people cling on so much to, we're in love. What happened in between that? Mm-hmm. Y'all wasn't praying together. Y'all wasn't having conversations. All of these things add up to, if I'm allowing myself to fall in love with you. Who are these people that just fall in love without any context? I don't get it.
Pastor, how you feel about this, Pastor?
So I'm kind of under the vein of what are the conversations that we're having on our dates? What are how do we just come to this place of this isn't a surprise for either party. If off the first date you probably went to a restaurant and there was probably a mention, hey, I can't be around ribs. You know what I mean? Like that should have sparked off some kind of conversation and getting into this whole courtship prior to getting to the situation where we're talking about marriage. And now, if you're talking about marriage, I'm assuming that, there's children at some point that are going to be involved, and there's some conversation that has to be around, how do we raise our child? And so, I can't judge the individual for how long they've been dating or, the fact that she's feeling in love. But my question is, what are y'all talking about on the dates? How are you getting to know one another? How are you getting to know what the future might look like prior to getting into this situation? But, this individual, she finds herself in this situation. If they're able to have those hard conversations and make it work. One thing I do, think about in terms of people's personal faith and faith perspective, it is a personal one. Right. So as soon as I start trying to, force somebody else to think the same way I do or compromise themselves, then that's already sending some kind of red flags that I'm forcing you to compromise who you are, your integrity, in order to quote unquote be with me versus accepting you for who you are and then trying to work through some of those dynamics. And so if she feels like she has to compromise herself or compromise her values, or she feels like she is less than because she is not of his faith, then I would certainly encourage some conversations to be had there. I wouldn't want anybody to be in a relationship and when you're compromising yourself and your values for the sake of somebody else.
And another question I would ask is how committed is he to Islam? Right? When I say that, I mean, like, does he go to his the mass, whatever they do, does he go faithfully? You got people that, I'm only Muslim during Ramadan. That's what I'm really like locked in. You know what I mean? To where you can be converting to somebody that's not even that deep into it. That's what he's brought up to. And then people want that because of their family. Let's just say, like, I want my family to accept my wife. So, my family would accept you if you converted. And I feel like that's another situation. So I don't know what his real walk is. You know what I mean? Even, for herself, like, how often I mean, not saying that she for change, you have your religion, but I think those things, do come up.
Yeah, what are they talking
about?
That
was a good one.
He probably so fine, he's talking about nothing. They probably in there just a.
Come on, look, I'll tell you, look, he might slide. He like slide some swine.
In that case, he might not matter if he's Muslim or anything else.
Right. He might try to hurt me, back me up.
Here's a question. And this has nothing to do with the letter, but it does have to tie in. So, what if he has no religion? Do you still pursue relationship with him?
Does he know God? Does he know there's a high, like
any kind of God? Any God?
Does he? Well, look. We don't want to say any kind of, like, what is your relationship with? I need to know that, because I think that is very important to know. Like, what is your walk? Because I feel like certain people
has to be higher than him. It can't be just he's he's it. There's no one that he's submitting to. I don't want to be under no one that doesn't submit to anyone else. No, I don't want that.
What if they're just spiritual? They don't believe in God.
They're spiritual, but don't believe in God.
They could be. It could be Eastern philosophy. It could be Tao or Buddhism or Taoism or some kind of other New Age-ism.
But see, all right, so no, I think my thing was I would need to have more of an understanding of what that is. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I'm not educated, so I can get and be like, nah, I can't do that. It ain't happening. But not knowing, hearing the breakdown of certain things, and now it's like, okay, I can see where you're coming from, and then I want to know how you feel about my God. You know what I'm saying? I need to know how you feel about my God, because if you looking at me like, nah, I don't know what you're like, nah, I can't do certain things. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Y'all go rub the belly, do what you gotta do. But nah, I can't. Nah,
rub the belly.
I can't do it.
Yeah, but I would love someone that we can serve the same God. We can pray to the same God. We can submit to the same God. I mean, for me, having two religious directions, he gonna have to be, like we said earlier, what are we talking about in the beginning? What's our conversation like? So, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I would love for some of the audience to chime in on this subject.
Yeah, definitely comment. Let us know. We will get ahead and come back and read your comments and let everybody know. And like I said, if y'all want to send in any emails, y'all can send them in to Save the Sunday Podcast at billionairecomedy.com. You got another one more?
Yes, I do. And you can also inbox us if
definitely.
You want to comment on something that we were talking about. Go ahead and send us an inbox, and we'll make sure that we address it on the next show. Okay, so here's another letter. Ask Monique. Hi, Monique. I'm 32 with no kids. I work hard and I play harder. My mother follows me on social media, and I am very uncomfortable with it. I use my social media for my entertainment, and My mother is very judgmental. I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I want to enjoy my page without her on it. What should I do? Lord, Lord, Lord.
Wait, can we just stop and pause at the fact that you said I'm 32 and I want to be on my page doing my thing, but I'm ashamed to have my mom. And I mean, let's just start there.
Yeah, yo, first, man, go ahead, Mo. We let you touch it. You talk to it.
Right. So I remember one time, when Facebook first came out, my daughter and I, my oldest daughter, she was on my page. I was on her page. She made a post on her page and said something like, people get on her nerves. And I was on my phone. I happened to see her post. I run up in her room. Who you talking to? I know you talking about me. And I felt like she was talking about me. This is when Facebook first came out.
So he was ready to go.
Just you in the house, and you gonna make a post talking about she get on my nerve. Who?
Yo, the subs. When your parents find the subs, that's like honestly. And you said Facebook. Like my parents, they follow me on Facebook and Instagram. But listen, this is my page. I'm gonna do what I want. This is mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like it, just don't follow it. Like, Ma, don't get blocked. Don't get blocked. You know what I'm saying? I will block. Listen, I see you. Like my thing, and it's crazy. I think me and Mo talked about this before. Like when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, I feel like Facebook is like the family. You know what I mean? Right. Like I got more of the family members, the older. But Instagram. Nah, that's on me. If you on Instagram, you done leveled up. Like you came over here to get this work.
But it's always but see, here's the thing. So my son, right, he had blocked me. I went to look for his name because the girls my daughters are always talking about, what they saw on their brother's page and this and that. So I, every once in a while I try to look it up to see, so I can see what they see, and I can't find his name. I can't find nothing. So he has me blocked. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what bothers me about my son having me blocked. I don't want to see what's on his page, and I'm glad he has me blocked. But what does bother me is that other people can see. So I have other people that I'm cool with tell me on my son's page. That bothers me. Right. So, because like, for instance, my mother, like, I'm a comedian, so I'm always talking crazy. 1 minute I'm talking like I'm preaching. Next minute I'm talking like I'm about to jump off a bridge. Next minute I'm talking like I'm, you never know which day you're going to catch me, how you're going to catch me on which day. So I do feel a little uncomfortable with my mother following me, but the reason why I don't say anything is because I get so many friend requests from like her friends, her family, family. And I don't want them to be like, well, I saw, Monique's page and then you're blocked. But they see.
You blocking the snitches. Yeah, but like, I mean, but I feel like as parents, I feel like there's a certain age that, like, if I ain't following you, you ain't gonna be on Instagram. Like with my kids is they're young, you know what I mean. But when it gets to a certain age, there's gonna be a certain age that I'm like, look, I can't say nothing no more. This is your thing. But when they're younger and they're going through these social media times, oh yeah, if you block me, your whole account is deleted. Okay, you won't even have the anymore.
I mean, and that's making the assumption that whatever account that the kids has, that most of them have multiple accounts anyway. So if you think that you're connected with, they may have one or two more other ones out there. And honestly, I'm just grateful that with my kids that they keep me connected. I don't comment on anything that they post.
Yeah.
Because
Smart man.
Yeah, I don't comment on anything that they post. And, if we have opportunity and I might be able to slide something in, hey, do you really want to, you know what I mean? But other than that, it's their posts, it's their pages. And,
you gotta give some, but you want to give them that advice like, hey, listen, I see what you're posting. You don't know. You don't want to have this. This is that. No, we're not doing that. And certain things you might have to go ahead and put down and say. But like you said, it's there. You want to give them that.
But and the other part, getting back to the letter, she said that to doing things that would make her mother shame. Depending on what household you grow up in, one, is awesome that she has that awesome respect for her mother. Mm-hmm. But the other side about it, there's some parents out here who are just absolutely crazy. Mm-hmm. Helicopter parents, some Caribbean parents, some, mm-hmm. African cultured parents, Yeah. So, you might have something up there that's not even much of anything. Yeah. But because of cultural differences or because of their disagreement, right. they think that, it's the worst thing since sliced bread.
Mm-hmm. Well, it took, I know some mothers, it took them a while to even know how to use Facebook.
Yeah. And the kids is teaching them how to use it.
Right. You seen one of those comments that people post in the comment section when they really should be inboxing it?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody can see that.
Hey, Bill, this auntie, you went to the doctor yesterday? How your mother doing? You be like, you could have called and said that.
Why are you on the comments? But nah, that's definitely what it is. Well, people, we appreciate y'all sending those Ask Monique questions in, so please keep sending them in to Save the Sunday Podcast at billionairecomedy.com for Ask Monique. But look, it's that time, people. We got some ish that we about to deal with. We got some ish. So listen, people, if y'all want to send those questions in, same thing, send them in to Save the Sunday Podcast at Gmail. But somebody sent something in, and I'm with them right now. We got to talk about this. It says, "Hey Bill, man, I got some serious ish for you. Me and my wife are separated, but we've been attending the same church here in ATL for the past 10 years. I was actually going to the church before her, so this has been my spot. Now here's where the ish gets real. He said, this has been my spot. Now here's where the ish gets real. She's been coming to church solo, and so have I. And this past Sunday, she walks in with some guy, sitting up in the sanctuary, acting all holy, like nothing is right, like I'm not right here. And I ain't gonna lie, Bill, I was feeling some type of way. Am I wrong for feeling this, or should I pray on it and let it go? Or is it okay for me to be mad about the situation? Let me know, because this is some ish. Conflicting in the congregation."
Who you want to go first?
Why is he mad?
Why is he mad?
Yeah.
Because my thing is this is my church. This is my church first. Okay. I ain't gonna say you can't come here, but right now I don't know how long they've been separated, but you coming to my church with another dude, like, I understand, not you go find you another church home. Like, this is my spot. Go find you another church home.
That's childish.
What? Nah, y'all. Nah, you can go, but now and then it depends. Like you said, they're separated. So that means they ain't in the divorce yet.
Right. So that's my issue. It's not that she's bringing someone to church. You're still married and bringing someone to get a divorce. Why are you bringing people? That's like introducing people to your kids. Mm-hmm. Why are you doing that prematurely?
Mm-hmm. So how you feel about it, Pat? This is going on in your church. What's going on? How you talking to your people? Like, look, they can't imagine they came to you like, Pastor, she bucket. She came to church with this dude, like, she know what it is. We like, what do you think?
Well, the church is a hospital, mm-hmm. and it is welcoming and loving to each and every person, no matter where they may come from and the condition of their relationship. I would try to ascertain if there were any sparks that were going to fly, and I would also ask for for them to sit in separate sections. Yeah. But if they are not together and they are working on their divorce, then part of me says, why are you mad? But the other part is saying, why are you flaunting this or introducing this prematurely? Mm-hmm. So for the woman's side, I don't think she should be introducing that relationship to her church friends and church community, so quickly without, it being finalized. But then, the other thing about, people, the saints of the church, man, the church is a wild place. Folks be doing all kind of things. And, a lot of times it's done without people knowing. So, there's probably not a whole lot of people who even know that this situation is going on.
Mm-hmm. But now, you know what I think about too, like certain people, and this, let's just say this guy was just a friend, right? And somebody you don't know, like people will assume, like, okay, let's just say me and Monique, nobody knows Monique, whatever I go, me and Monique go to church with each other.
Oh, y'all come to church together. Everybody's gonna assume that
they're gonna be like, yo, he with her, you know what I'm saying? But it, like, you can't even go to church with somebody with the opposite sex without it being something going on. Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead, Mo. Talk about it.
So body energy tells everything.
Okay.
If me and you go to his church this Sunday,
yeah,
I'm sitting. We're not gonna be like this.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna fist bump when they say hug your neighbor. We fist bumping.
Yo, stop.
They definitely gonna say hug
me. Cut it out. Cut it out. But Mo out here acting like, nah, we fist bumping. Nah, because when you start doing it, now that looks weird. Now that looks. Hey, buddy. Nah, you better come.
Yo, but that raises the question: can you go to church with the opposite sex and it be completely platonic? Because most people are going to assume if you've becoming single, and all of a sudden
you coming with a female,
show up with somebody, somebody gonna be watching.
Oh, facts, definitely in the church.
Here's the thing. My question to that question is: am I introducing him to my husband? Am I saying that's the question, or am I acting like my husband don't exist? That's the question to me. Yeah. How comfortable I am to say, "Hey, Daryl, this is my friend Earl. Earl, this is my husband Daryl."
Monique love her Earl, yo.
I was about to ask about Earl. I love that name.
Yo, Monique love her Earl, yo.
If there's any Earls out there, please call in.
Yeah, but now listen, I hear where you're coming from, Mo, because I'm like, if you introduce it, but I don't feel like this introduction, and same thing with what Pastor said, like, why do you care? I put it like this: whatever their separation is over, there's still fresh. There's still fresh wounds in there. He still has feelings in there, because it could get to the point where it'd be like, all right, it is what it is. But for some reason, there's still. I don't know if he feels they might have another chance, or something, or maybe he's not over it and she's just putting it out there in his face. It could be different situations. I feel that while they're still separated, it is messy. You know what I'm saying? But now after y'all do it,
but it's also Atlanta. Like, Atlanta's messy, so
yeah.
Because if he brings a woman, brings a woman to church, it's no way that she gonna be like, oh, there's my ex with his new hi. No.
Exactly.
So, you got to be fair. And these are so here's the thing: we're all adults, right? And even though most marriages they end where people are mad and saying some mean things, why can't we make having grown conversations normal? Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm thinking about bringing someone just so it can be no problem when I get there. Yeah. Hey, one of my coworkers is coming to church this Sunday. Maybe it's Friends and Family Day, and I'm bringing the IT guy. That's always fixing my computer.
Listen, why IT guy ain't come when we was married?
IT has been invited by his sister Johnson for the last 5 months, and he didn't come then. Why all of a sudden he coming now?
Exactly. Like, nah, they're friends and family. Okay, why wasn't he friends and family? Why wasn't he friends and family when we was together? Like, nah.
Well, I feel like, even people that, I don't know if it's kids involved, but even exes, this is something that, it should be a conversation that we both agree. Listen, this is a sacred place for both of us. We're worshiping, let's not bring anyone here. And if you do, let each other know. That's out of respect.
Yeah, that is a respect thing.
So can I testify, just speak out of my own experience?
Come on now, speak it.
So one time, I happened to go to my ex's church. This was a long time ago. And we had, broken up and all that kind of stuff. and I had to go to the church because my daughter was doing a production, and so, I get there and I'm in the sanctuary and the guy is preaching and I feel like everything that he's saying is about me. I felt like during the worship experience, it was like geared towards, and I felt like she was looking at it saying, but you know what I mean? I just felt weird. And it ain't had nothing to do with nobody else. It had everything to do with me. I was there for my daughter, but it just felt weird. Like I didn't feel like,
now,
I really wanted to be.
Was your ex talking to the pastor?
No, she wasn't talking to the pastor. She wasn't. I don't know who.
Oh, I thought like she told him something. He came out here with a word about it.
Oh no! It was. He was preaching on marriage and being working through issues, and he was talking about husbands love your wives and wives respect your husbands, and he was giving all these instructions, and I just felt like her eyes kept looking at me like how come you're not getting this? And I just felt judged.
Yeah.
You probably, and here's the thing, you probably were. And like you said, the church is full of, unhealed, sick people who are still trying to get themselves together in certain areas. And there's going to be some mess. I remember one time I was dating this guy and he was a minister in the church. And I thought, I had just broken up with my husband at the time. So we were dating, but I wanted to keep it quiet because I wasn't divorced. Come to find out, I was sitting in church one Sunday. I'll never forget, my mother's there, the kids are here, and he was over there somewhere. So the pastor says, I won't be in town next Sunday because I'm performing the ceremony of Minister so-and-so and his fiance. I couldn't believe it because my family knew I was seeing him. The kids knew, my mom knew. I had no idea that he was.
You were in church when this came when that was announced? Yes.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Wow. How did you handle that?
Let me tell you something. I was so angry at him. I was so angry at him for setting me up, like embarrassing me in front of my mom, my kids. But I don't know. I have this amazing ability to understand a lot of times why people do the things that they do. So I told him he wasn't raised with his mother. So I broke down why he did what he did. And then I saw that he was messy. I wasn't the only one. He was a messy individual. And the reason why he was being messy is because he wasn't raised with his mom. So there was no boundaries. Nobody was holding him accountable. So
wow.
God used me. And until today, he'll call me and he'll say, Mo, thank you for helping me through that. Thank you for bringing awareness to why I was doing what I was doing and moving the way I was moving. So, but yeah, that put a really bad taste in my mouth in the church.
Well, I'm gonna say this: don't come to my church. You better wait. Like, y'all go find another church home. Y'all go find another church home. But listen, people, y'all already know y'all want to send in any of the ish. Y'all can send it in to Say This Sunday podcast at billionairecomedy.com. Look, got him hot and bothered. But people, we can't have the Save This Sunday podcast without bringing somebody to the altar. So right now, Pastor Page, who are we bringing to the altar today?
All right, family. Listen, this is where this is the time where we bring real life experiences to the table and find faith, funny, and the lessons of all of it. Today, I want to talk about traveling, different places, different landing habits. Different places, different landing habits. Now, if you traveled a little bit, you know that every place has its own way of handling a planned landing. The reason I'm talking about this is because recently I went on a trip, and there was two instances. One, we flew to Costa Rica. I didn't get into the country because we got detained and denied to get into the country, but we came back, and then we flew into Puerto Rico. And in both instances, from the flight from here we landed in Houston. We went from Houston into Costa Rica. We landed in two different places, and there were two different responses when we landed in each area. When we came back, a different response. We went to Puerto Rico. There was a different response as well. In some countries, when we landed, people clapped. Like they were just grateful that we made it, and that we just landed safely. I mean, they just clapped. I mean, really celebrated. Sometimes those flights were so rough that when they finally landed, they just clapped. Then there were other people that when they landed, they literally waited to get their turn to get off the plane. They just sat there like saints. They were waiting for the benediction. I respect that level of discipline and that decency and order. However, there is another segment of people who just need to come to the altar for real, for real. These are the people who, when we land, they get up and they try to rush to the front of the plane and they hold up progress and they stop and they reach and they get their bags and they do like this and they hit you in the face and they do. I need all, and you know what? If that is you, you too need to come to the altar. Yes. For whatever reason in America, and this is where I noticed this the most, is that there were these entitled people who felt like they were going to move ahead of everybody else and get their stuff. You ain't going nowhere though.
Exactly.
Like everybody else.
Exactly. I look, and I've seen it because I've been on the plane where they haven't even opened the door for them to get off the plane, and they already up moving, trying to do whatever. And then you rushing. I mean, I know there's certain people that do the connecting flights, and when they do the connecting flights, like, yo, I got to get to my. Look, we all got somewhere to go. And
everybody has somewhere to go.
We all got somewhere to go. We can be late for a ride to get somewhere. We all got somewhere to go. I get that, but it's got to be some type of like, bro, you got to wait. You know what I'm saying? Like now you pushing through. It's already tight, and now you moving on through, and we not going nowhere. Like, and then you like, I hate it when you waiting and they like right behind you like this. Right, like, can I get some breathing room? Can I get my
right on your neck? Just breathing on
breathing on it.
And then I also, why does it always seem like the shortest person has the largest bag to put in the overhead bin?
You know, like open. Like
and they always need help. Yeah. Get a bag that matches
your size, like that.
That's funny. That's funny.
Well, how you feel about the Russia? How you feel about the Russia?
So the best landing that I've ever seen was when I went to New Orleans for Essence Fest. Because it was nothing but adults. Essence Fest is a whole vibe. And when that plane landed in New Orleans, I mean, the crowd went crazy. We were cheering and blah, blah, blah. On the way back home, back to Newark Airport, all you heard was boo.
On the landing?
Yes.
They wanted to go back to New Orleans.
They did not want to go home.
But now let me ask that bit is, ain't that because like, are you a clapper when you land? Are you always a clapper or you don't clap?
Like the cheer. Yes, I like the cheer. Depending on, because you got to remember, everybody that fly is not flying to Disney World. Some people are flying to funerals. Some people are flying to, hospitals. People are flying and going places, and you don't know what they're. I had to realize that when I go to airports, it's people. Everybody's not going on vacation. Everybody's not going to Jamaica. So you want to kind of respect the people around you, but if you are on a flight somewhere like Essence Fest, or Orlando is a good flight because most of them are going to Disney World. Most. But so it depends on where the flight is
like for me, I've clapped when you've been on that flight that the turbulence was crazy and we get ahead and land and I'm like this. There you go, give it up. He landed that thing. I've been in some flights where it was raining and I'm looking in the way. I'm like, nah, let's just get it. So I've been in those. But then sometimes I'm like, yo, people still clap. Like, what I'm saying? We didn't know, or we just give them some respect or whatever. So it's like, give them a little clap. But y'all had two different energies. It's like, New Orleans, we about to turn up. Go home is like, nah, I want to go home. And that's when they get mad. Now, give me my bag. Excuse me, I got to go. No, you need to go to the altar.
Are any of you guys, not tell the truth, are you patient travelers or are you rushing and really frantic with it?
I'm a patient traveler, but then I hate the people that are taking their time, that are ahead of me. Like, all right, yeah, we're gonna. Now, come on. Now we sitting here. You can go. There's nobody, especially when the whole lane be clear. I'll be like, we just waiting for you. Now you gotta. All right, got my phone. If you're gonna do that, slide in your aisle so we can get past you. Like, come on. You know, because especially when I get somewhere, because I'm on vacation mode. So I'm like, look, I've got my etiquette. I'm gonna wait until we get off. But if you hold slowing this process up, oh no, we got to go.
Right.
Everything, come on, let's go. you stepping into my beat time. You stepping in our beat time.
What about you, Mo?
Say that again.
So I do my research. I like to see how big the airport is, because if the airport is real big, I'm getting me a wheelchair. I'm getting me a wheelchair.
Yo,
and I want my wheelchair at the door when the plane.
So that man can get ahead and put. I know that's what that's what Monique did in Jamaica, didn't you?
No, I did it. I did it recently. Yeah. Listen. I have friends that get the chair when they get to the airport, and I'm always like, I don't need that. I'm good. My knee's good. My knee's good. Well, this particular flight, I was at the airport like 4 hours early, and the gates were so far from where you check in with the luggage. So by the time I got online, there was a mistake and something happened or whatever. I said, you know what? I'm going to get me a wheelchair. Uh-huh. That brother wheeled me through that airport. I was like this.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Oh, I've done that for my father-in-law one time. We was there, we were gonna miss a flight. They had us. This is the first time we brought the dog, and we had to like check the dog, and they had to do all this stuff. So we was gonna be late. My in-laws, they're a little older, so my father-in-law was like, "I ain't getting in no wheelchair." He was like, "You gonna get in this wheelchair if you want to get in, hurry up and make this flight." Man, pushed them in that joint, had them out there moving. But I ain't gonna front. If you tell me, you see, how them little cars they be coming through that people just get on. Trust me, I'll fake a little limp. If I'm late, I'll fake a little limp, okay?
Those cars are fun.
Yeah.
They be flying through the airport with those joints.
Yeah, I
are huge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you're on the whole other side of the airport and you got to get to the other side, it can get crazy. It can get crazy. Well, people,
I like that thing that walks.
Oh, the walking thing, yeah. But now, do you stay still or do you walk?
I sit right there. I stand right there.
Oh, you one of those that you don't?
Oh, you one of those. I'll go
get out the way.
Those guys.
Yeah, I always move around them. They just standing there enjoying the little coast. Yo, this is just gonna speed that walk up a little more. That's what that's gonna do.
Yeah, but I'm a happy lander. I'm a happy lander.
That's good to know. You're a happy lander. Bill, what are you? Are you a happy lander? Are you a clapper? Are you a happy lander? Are you a patient passenger? Are you a stand-up sprinter?
I'm a patient passenger, but trust me, I want to get out. Especially depending how long.
You're a patient passenger that wants to sprint.
Yeah, there you go. Like, look, I see a window. If somebody get it taking too long, I'm like, excuse me, I'll get it slide. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm good.
Let me ask you are you an in-seater? Are you a middle seater? Are you a window seater?
I can't do the middle seat.
I'm either a window or aisle seat because I like to kick that leg out. And I'm to be honest. My favorite seat, unless I got first class, is the hood first class, and that's the exit row, where they come and ask you, are you able and ready to save these people? And I say yes. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The first lady I talked to, when she asked me, I said yes. And then she said, do you have any questions? I said yes. When do the checks come in? Because, I feel like I'm going to work. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, sir.
I feel like I'm going to work. So when do we get paid? Because I'm going to be honest. They ask you that, but how many people that sit in that exit row seat do you think we going down is thinking about everybody on this plane? Nah, look, especially you by yourself. Yeah. Listen, I open this door. Good luck. I'm riding this side.
I'm an aisle seater because I need to use the restroom at least twice while I'm on a plane.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really get up that much when I'm on a plane. I'm like, I'm locked in.
Squeeze in that bathroom.
I knock out as soon as we're on a taxi.
I got my headphones.
I don't know. There's something about the taxi ride that really just puts me to sleep. Before we even get up in the plane, I'm gone.
Yeah, because it's crazy. I feel like, especially with us, we don't get a lot of time to really sleep like we should and do it. So I take that time. Look, right now, go to sleep. Go to sleep and I'll throw on a couple movies, and then I started to, sometimes I used to try to read, but then I'd be getting like, nah, it's a little too much being in the plane and reading.
Y'all would hate me.
Why? What you doing?
This is what I do. Where you going?
You a talker. You talking to strangers
immediately.
Yo,
yeah, I'm definitely a talker.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is hilarious. But people, y'all know if y'all got anybody y'all want to send to the altar, y'all can send them into Save This Sunday Podcast at gmail.com. Listen, people, it's been another great show in the books. I hope y'all definitely enjoyed. I hope y'all are gonna enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. Please send
us. We want to hear what your menu was. We want to hear the menu.
Yeah. Tell us what was on the menu, because I know y'all probably got some crazy menus. And tell me who shouldn't have been cooking. All right,
tell us who needs to come to the altar for what the dish they brought.
Yeah. What? Whose dish needs to be brought to the altar? That's what we need to do. But we hope y'all are enjoying the show. Please follow us on all platforms, and on all platforms that Save the Sunday Pod. You already know y'all can get ahead and follow us on there. Share the videos, subscribe, hit that notification button, and let them know that you hear. And make sure you follow us. You see all our Instagram handles right there. Make sure you go ahead and follow us. And we appreciate y'all love and support. And like I said, I got my On the Couch videos out right now on my YouTube page. Y'all can go ahead and catch that, share it with the people that didn't make the playoffs. But people,
welcome to the couch.
Yeah, there you go. Welcome to the couch, man. I'm getting used to this thing. I hate that I got to do this thing every year. Every year I'm doing this daggone couch video. I'm like, this is what we doing. But people, till next time, I'm your boy Bill the Billionaire, Monique Latise, and Pastor John Page. You already know y'all can catch us here every Sunday, 6 p.m. Shout out to the Inspired Living Network family. We thank y'all for tuning in, and we will be back next Sunday. Y'all have a good week. Have a blessed week, and always keep it safe, y'all. We're going to holler at y'all. Y'all be good. Thank y'all for watching. Let's go.
Peace.